When I was 21, I found out I was pregnant with my second child. I made an appointment to get an abortion. Let's talk about it. I'm against abortion, but the place I was in, I felt like I was not ready for another kid. I'm not one for abortion, but I myself have been adopted, and I do not wish that upon anybody. I realize how messed up the system is, and I would rather abort the child than put them through the system. I was a single mom at the time, and I was struggling financially. I didn't really have a working car. Yes, I had support from other people, like my mom, for transportation, but I felt like it was a lot for me. Like, I didn't really have daycare at the time. I was scared I was gonna be stuck at home with my kids, and that's all there was ever gonna be. And my daughter was very difficult. She had colic and like some issues and stuff that was really hard to like balance, because I got pregnant at 17, so it was really hard to like figure out like what I was doing with my life. Like, I just became an adult when I had her. Like, literally 3 days after I turned 18, I had her. It was very difficult, like, her growing up in like the early stages, because of how difficult she was. It was just like the milk wasn't doing good, or she was really fussy all the time, so it was hard to balance all of that. And I was worried that like this second baby was gonna be the same, because I struggled with like mental health and like all the things, and I was scared. I'm like, maybe I'm not ready. I just like didn't know how to deal with it, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I'm like, I think the healthiest decision is to go through with an abortion. So I made the appointment. I had to wait a couple days because I had to get an Uber for like what they were gonna do. And I found out the earliest you can find out when you're pregnant. Like, they couldn't even see the baby yet, like no heartbeat, nothing yet, because it was that like early, okay, like under a month early. It was crazy. I ended up telling my best friend at the time. I opened up to her about it, and she's very religious, very spiritual, and she was against what I was saying. And she was like, at least put the baby up for adoption. I'm like, no, not gonna happen. And the way she was talking to me, I felt disrespected, and I felt like we just weren't getting along. Like, no hate to her, but that's just how I felt at the time. You know, hormones and everything when you're pregnant are crazy. Like, we just weren't getting along, and I felt like it was in my best interest to block her. So I blocked her, and I was okay with the decision. Like, I had the appointment coming up and everything. Literally that night, like 6-7 p.m, right before my appointment, early the next day, she came knocking at my door. And it was crazy. She's never done that before. I have never had anyone do that here before. No one really knows where I live. I moved here, and she knew me from back home. And this girl comes knocking on my like screen door, and it's like, I was like, what is she doing here? She brought cookies, and she just apologized and kind of explained more of why she thought I shouldn't go through with it. And ultimately, I'm like, damn, maybe she's right. Like, God has hit me. Like, I knew I was gonna be okay either way. I just like didn't know how to deal with it all. Like, it was just a lot to put on someone who's just turning 21. I found out I was pregnant right before I turned 21, and then just to like have another kid when you're not even stable yourself. I'm like, what am I doing? So yeah. And then she gave me this cross, and I've always kept this with me. I ended up not going to my appointment in the morning, so I did not get an abortion. My son is now 9 months, almost 9 months. Yeah, no, he's 9 months now. It was just 9 months yesterday. And it's crazy because this has been the easiest baby I've ever had. People have told me, my mom, who has experienced a lot of babies because she went through like foster care and like daycare and all these things, like she's dealt with babies, kids. She said that she's never met an easier baby. Okay, my Pooh Bear, he's so easy, he's so nice, he's so kind, he's so laid back and so funny. Like, people are like, is he like this all the time? And I'm like, yeah. And God really blessed me with an easy baby, barely any issues. We did have some issues in the beginning, he needed like an MRI and stuff because there was something wrong with his brain, but I guess like it was fine. So ultimately he's a healthy, easy baby. Okay, he barely fusses. If he fusses, it's the normal baby cues. He's hungry, he's tired, like, and he barely cries. He's so easy. And so God really blessed me in that way, because I was so scared I was gonna have another hard baby, because they're hard and it's really hard to do alone. Even with support, it's hard. The reason I'm telling this story is my car got broken into. It got broken into last night, and I have kept this cross on a necklace. Like it was a necklace cross, and I kept it with another cross I have. My brother made me one from prison, and I keep it on my little mirror, right by like where I drive, and it's always just stayed there. And it's just a reminder of like how blessed I am to have my kid, because she gave this to me when she came and tried to convince me to keep him. And so I always just keep it there. And for some reason, I don't know if they thought it was worth money, the people, and I didn't even notice. Like, I didn't even notice them now. I made another video to explain what they took, but I didn't even notice this now. And they took the necklace, and I didn't even know it. So I went to go get the mail. Guess what I found on the sidewalk going to get the mail? The cross with no necklace, and it was hooked on a necklace. So they would either had to break in it, or like it fell off. Like I don't know. And you can tell now it's a little bent. It goes a little to the side. I don't know if this is worth money or not, because my friend gave it to me and it's just been special to me. And I don't dare wear it because I know my ass is gonna break or it's gonna fall off or something. So I keep it in my car because like, just a reminder. And yeah, so it's a little bent now. But it's like, it was just a reminder, and I want to tell you guys my story of why my son's here. And yeah, I'm very blessed to have my son now. But this is a little cross that saved his life. So God is good. Things have been good. I got a car. My kids are in daycare. I'm doing okay. Way better than I was when I was 21, financially, mentally, all of it. So even if you think abortion's the answer, and trust me, I was set. I'm like, no, like, I'm getting it. I'm against it, but I felt like it was the best decision at the time. And now I have like the cutest kids. So, oh, and to add, my son's name is Isaiah, and some of the most beautiful verses in the Bible are from Isaiah, and I had no clue. My baby dad was like, you like this name? So we couldn't decide on anything, and I'm like, sure, like, it's cute, like, sure, we can do Isaiah. Didn't even think biblically of it. He was trying to like make it with a Z, and I'm like, no, if we're gonna name him Isaiah, we're going with the Bible, like how the Bible spells it. But I didn't look more into it, and just read about Isaiah. Okay. Hope you enjoy my story. Bye.